We are live. And I think we have everyone. That's it. 20 people out of the 20 who said yes to drive today. So, hello and welcome everyone to the ZandvoortGrand Prix here in F3. I'm gonna be here on my own today because there is no co-commentator, but you know, we move. Everyone can ready up, so I'm gonna quickly say that in the Discord. There's already 3 people watching. Hello, Jesse, and good luck today in your race. Obviously, you are reserving today in F3 after a pretty decent streak on Zand or on F4. He's now been promoted to a F3 driver. Good evening, JB. Good evening, Ifo. As we are going to the race, good luck with commentating. Thank you very much, Jesse. Thijs is here as well. All my Dutch mates are here. And it's raining in qualifying. That is pretty interesting, not gonna lie. Oh, this will be very interesting. We ain't doing that. Just this. This is about it. Let's see. Predictions for me. I'm obviously the only one commentating today, so I'm gonna say it's raining. So who was good in the rain? Edsex is gonna get pole position here. Charlie was pretty mad in the time trial. He was really fast. But I am gonna go with Wrecker in second because he's a rain god in this tier, and then let's throw Scar in there in P3. As it's just intermediate conditions here, so 17 people already commenting on the stream. Let's see what are all gonna say. Hello, hello, hello. P1 Michael for David. Okay, David. David is going very bold here. Biolo in P2 and Charlie in P3. Interesting. We have, after almost 1.5 minutes, the first car is going out on track. Most of the time it's Charlie, and it is Charlie again. I don't know what's with Charlie just being the first one out on track, but it happens every week, week in, week out. But okay, we move. Charlie here, first man out on track. I'm quickly gonna get the standings in front of me of F3, because I think Charlie is leading the championship. So the young Britishman is gonna obviously fight for his first world title in FRL. He is 5 points ahead of Michael F1, so it's gonna be a very tough battle. Jacko is in P3. Jacko isn't here. Jacko had a qualifying ban last week, which he didn't notice, and he didn't serve it, so he has a qualifying or a race ban. Sorry, now because he didn't serve the quali ban, and that's why he isn't here. And the man who is here, reserving for him, is NRX Andrea. He is a new reserve, driving for the first time today in this league, so it will be interesting to see what he can do. As Charlie's gonna start his lap, he's gonna be the first one here out on track. I didn't do any practice for Zandvoort, so I can't tell you the braking zones and stuff, but obviously my home track. So we're gonna go here into the Hugenholz. Yeah. very tough corner. Obviously, all the banked corners here in Zandvoort are really hard. It's pretty tough traction zone here as well. Now into the schijfvlak. This is a very tough corner. A lot of understeer in the car, keeping it very clean. Doesn't spin out, and then through this right hander, and then this is, I think, the Audi corner or something. I have no clue, but it seems like a very good lap from now on for Charlie here. Tire temps are a pain in the ass in Zandvoort. I don't know if that's the same thing on the intermediate tire, but we're gonna see. Charlie now coming through the stadium section here. Obviously amazing scenes in real life F1. It was just incredible. Now into the Arie corner onto the main straight, and the first time is gonna be a 19.3 from Charlie here, which puts him obviously a provisional pole. Next one is Michel van Dungen. He is gonna be next one across the line. The Haas driver who had a very good race last week in the rain in Belgium, so maybe we're gonna see him shine again. And he's gonna set a 21.6, so that's a lot slower than him. Matey Boy stopping in P3 with Alpha King in P2, so the very fast drivers. Etzex, my prediction for pole position here is getting P2 provisionally for now. Reckler is the next one to cross the line. It's gonna be a 21.1, just 5/10 quicker than his teammate. Next one is Michael F1. Obviously, he's in a fight with Charlie for the championship here, so let's see what he can do. He's running very wide there. And he gets P4 with a 20.1, so pretty good banker lap here from Charlie, as there is a Red Bull in the gravel. Oliver now goes into P8 with a time of 22.0. There is a Aston Martin now coming across the line to start his lap. I saw a McLaren go into the pit lane. Next one is it's JB, I think, who is going to start his lap. Well, it's all going very quickly. Obviously, it's a very small and short track, so a lot of action here. And I'm commentating on my own. I think Bunty is out here commentating on his own again, so it's going to be a pretty tough one for both of us. But next one across the line is a, what is it? I think it's not Violo, but he's gonna start a lap. This is Luke. It's just about gonna start his lap as well. So next one was Reckler, who improved by 3/10, I think. So everyone is just starting to find his feet here. I don't think a lot of people practice for the wet conditions, and the intermediate conditions are, I think, almost impossible to practice for, because yeah, there's no time trial for it or something. But Ruben goes into the P5. Let's see what Cassidy can do. Oh no, he isn't going across the line. So I think it's Arno now, next to get his lap time in. He's gonna get a set of 4 or 19.4, so that's a very good time here for Arno, as Scar has just crashed out of the, wow, okay, that is yeah, the tire in the wall. Yeah, I don't really know what to say, but Mano and Scar are both out of this qualifying session, and you can still see the tire in the barrier, and it's a bit weird, as there is, well, pretty dangerous there. Look at this, Violo now coming across the final corner. Sees Mano there on his right hand side. He's gonna set a P3 here with a 19.7, so decent lap here from both Williams drivers again. It's starting to dry up, it seems like. Yep, that was a pretty good yeah, prediction for me there, as it's DRS enabled, so I think people can go on to the softs now. Yeah, softs, I think, is the tire to go. A lot of cars now into the pit lane. Yeah, everyone is gonna surely go for the softs. So who's the first man is gonna go out? Andreas is now gonna go out on the intermediate tire, so I think, oh, did the Sluker tires? Oh, where's that? That is, it's just, here it is, on the right hand side. Wow, that's a weird place to crash, but I don't expect any time improvements anymore because it's quite dry. It's not intermediate conditions anymore. Everyone can just pick the softs. It's gonna be slip and slide, but I think the softs are definitely faster at this point. Who's gonna be the first man out on the track here to go on the softs then? Pretty curious to see. Tom has improved on his time. Well, that's pretty clean from the AlphaTauri driver. Quickly taking a sip of my drink, as I'm the only one here, so really need to talk a lot. But next one across the line is Andreas. Oh, look at this! Jesse is the first man out on track on softs, so we're gonna keep an eye out on him. Jesse obviously still didn't set a lap time. It's pretty smart to just set a lap time on Zandvoort because the track limits are not very harsh, but it's just a harsh track in general. It's pretty hard to drive, lot of understeer, so you could hit the gravel trap a lot. And Andreas is definitely understeering like crazy here on the intermediates. I don't think it was a very smart choice from him to go out on that tire, as Jesse now on the softs thought the Schijfbach corner was just flat out, and he bins it into the wall. That could be, oh, we're damaged. Watch out. Oh, yeah, just a bit unlucky there. Rejoining the track with dirty tires. But Andreas is, well, not really on a fast lap here. He's on the intermediate, which is definitely not going to be a fast lap, as he invalidates. No, he didn't do it. Yeah, like you see, Jesse is just way faster. So yeah, Scar, Mano, and Dittis Luke are gonna be at the back of the grid. Unless anyone is gonna invalidate all their times, but I don't think so. JB now overtaking Van Dungen here on his hot lap, but yeah, Van Dungen is on the intermediate tire, so yeah, not really smart. Van Dungen now going wide into the gravel trap here in the stadium section, so it's gonna be Jesse, the first man out on the track here on the soft tire, so let's see what he can do. 8 minutes left here in qualifying. He's gonna go around the first sector split. It's a 25-3. Didn't see any purple times. Could be that there is someone in front of him already out on the soft tires. No, not really. Let's see what he can do in this middle sector. Seems very clean from Jesse. I don't know if he's on a pad or on a wheel. Opening up the DRS here. ERS is very hard to manage around here. It's just, if you use once, you're never gonna get it back. It's pretty hard. Fuel wise, it's pretty easy track, I think. You're not spending a lot of fuel, but let's see what Jesse can do. Going around the final corner, definitely gonna get P1 here for the moment. And he is now gonna get a 12.2, so good time from him. Matey Boy next, he is on an outlap. At Sex was next, he's on an outlap as well. Who's the next one? It's a Ruben is next. He had a poor lap. There is a, yep, that's it. Next one is, I think, Biolo to start his lap. JB is now gonna set a lap time of a 12.6, and he's gonna get P2 with this run. Now Charlie is gonna start his lap. Wrecker now coming across the line. It's gonna be a 12.6 as well, so he's now currently sitting in P2 here. Let's see, Tom is the next one to cross the line, but he's gonna start a lap, lagging a little bit there, but there is a Alpine off the track. Next one is the Aston Martin of Arno, who's going into the pit lane. So he's gonna set a lap time. Reckler was off in the Hugenholz. Jesse is next to across the line. He was 7/10 up, but he decides to go in the pit lane. Interesting stuff here from the reserve. Let's see, Matey Boy is gonna get a 12.3, so there is definitely a lot of track improvement. As you can see, Essex now gets an 11.2, so he's currently sitting in provisional pole. Next is Ruben, who's gonna set an 11.8, so he is now in P2. Alpha King is gonna start his lap time. Next is the Williams of Biolo, who's gonna get it to a 10.9, which is provisional pole. Charlie, our championship leader, is gonna get a 10.3 here. Amazing lap from him. Wow, I think that's his PB in a qualifying session. Really astonishing stuff here for him. Next one I think is the Mercedes of someone, but I didn't catch that. Reckler now into the pit lane. Andreas is gonna start his lap time, so we ain't focusing on him. Next one is Williams car from Essex. He is currently 1/10 up. Let's see what he can do. Going flat out through this corner. Amazing stuff here. Runs out of ERS, so he's just gonna have a slight improvement on this time. Matey Boy not improving. Next one is Alpha King. He is 6.3 seconds up. Let's see what the Alfa Romeo man can do. And it's gonna be a P4 here for him with an 11.1. As Matey Boy is off. Very tough track. You just can't really touch the curves because you're just gonna get spun around, as Oliver almost showed us. But he didn't, and he's gonna get a valid lap in, and it's gonna be a 11.9, so he's gonna get into P7 here. The man on a pretty decent form here, as he's just getting better and better in this season. Next one is, I think, Jesse, who's gonna start his lap. Tom now into the pit lane. Ballboy is on his outlap again, just for one lap. Andreas is gonna speed into the pit lane. Nice one. Essex is gonna get in the pit lane as well. I think we have a 2-minute timing glitch, so they have about 3.5 minutes left. Matey Boy next isn't on a fast lap here, as there is a Haas off of Reckler. He isn't having the best time of his life. Alpha King into the pit lane. Jesse here, 6/10 up. Let's see what the reserve in the Alfa Romeo can do. Or, yep, he isn't on a hot lap, so let's see. Jesse now going through this stadium section, which was just fully loaded with Dutch fans in the real thing. Now gonna break here for the Arie Luijendijk corner, gets through it flat out here, opening up the DRS. Obviously no DRS in the real thing from the start to finish in the banking, because they thought it was too dangerous. But Jesse getting P4 here. Reckler is gonna start his lap. JB is gonna start his lap as well. We have Arno as the next one to cross the line here. Let's see what he can do. He's just about keeps it in the track limits here. The number 2 driver of the Aston Martin team is gonna get across the line to just start his lap. Okay, nice one. Ballboy is gonna start his lap. Oh, he isn't gonna start his lap. He's just gonna spin out of the last corner. Watch out for the Williams, who's gonna get past him. Which is Biolo, who's gonna start a lap. Arno retired somewhere on track, which I missed completely, but it's quite chaotic here. 20 people in Zandvoort. It's a very short track, so well, can't really keep up. Oliver has now retired as well. Charlie is just gonna start a lap. Next one is the Haas car of Michel van Dungen. just about 2.1 seconds up, so he's gonna get the best laps. He's gonna get just P12 with a 17.4. His teammate is gonna get a better lap time here. He's gonna move up into P7 with a 11.6. Next one is JB. He's gonna improve massively. JB, the old man, which we could really say that, is on an amazing streak here as Tom goes up to P3 with an 11.0, but still a gap of almost 6 tenths in the lead. Sorry for swearing. Alpha King is gonna start his lap. Edsex just about gonna start his lap as well. Biolo now coming across the line. Is he gonna improve? He's just about gonna improve with 900ths of a second, but not coming even close to Charlie. Anyone? Wow. Just wow. As Michael F1 now jumped up to P5 here, the championship rival. Is Charlie gonna even improve on this lap time? No, he isn't. 2 tenths down on this time, so that's it for Charlie and Michael. Michael F1 in P5. Cassidy, his teammate, just slotted into P6. Next one is the Haas car of Michael van Dungen, who's gonna go into the pit lane. Ruben now improving by a massive amount. It's gonna go up to P8. Rackler into the pit lane. His teammate Tom is not improving. So the last man out on track here is Andreas, who is gonna get a P8 here on his debut in qualifying. If no one is gonna spoil the party for him, let's see at 2.5 tenths up, and he's gonna improve by 5 tenths, which is gonna slot him into P2. And that's it for qualifying. And wow, what a qualifying. Look at how close the field is. From P5 to P10, it's within a tenth of a second. It's within 800ths of a second. It's incredible how close this field is. I think F3 is just the biggest pleasure to watch here on FRL. I can't really lie to you. Amazing stuff here. So I think we're waiting for Rackler to get into the garage, and that's it. Get the tire warmers on. And there you have your results. Charlie, P1, the championship leader, trying to even grow a bigger lead here in Zandvoort with an incredible lap, a 10.3 here. The McLaren driver, who's almost got pole position over a 4 tenths gap on that sex. Wow, what a lap. Biolo in P3, Tom P4, Jesse P5, Michael F1 P6, Cassidy P7, Alpha King in P8, Andreas the reserve in P9, Ruben in P10, which completes the top 10. Quickly gonna scroll through the results here for Jensen. JB in P11, Rackler in P12, Oliver in P13, Ballboy P14 with 1 lap of practice, Matey Boy in P15, Van Dungen in P16, Arno P17, Dittis Luke P18, and Scar and Mano both didn't set a lap time in P19 and 20. So wow, what a qualifying. And it's okay then, it's training again in the race. Wow, this is gonna change a lot, because I think maybe people run a wet setup, so this could be very interesting. Yeah, let's see. I think it's, by the looks of it, it's intermediate conditions, but you know, maybe the race is gonna get even heavier, so people are gonna decide to start on the wets. I don't even know if that is actually allowed to do, but we're gonna see in 10 seconds what tire everyone is on. We've had an amazing qualifying until this point, so let's see if the race can provide even more enjoyment for us. Charlie here on the intermediate tire. Let's see. Everyone just on the inters, okay. Yeah, obviously did expect that, but you never know. Look at this. Charlie is emblem symbol of the fuel is blinking, so he's maybe underfueled the car. All these guys, their symbol is just white. Look, JB, Rackler, Oliver Ballboy's wide. Matey Boy Van Dungen also on a maybe underfueled car. Pretty smart. It's not as heavy as in the normal conditions, the fuel consumption here. It's just like the guys just drive in lower revs just to not spin their wheels and maybe crash. It's gonna be even tougher situation here for the guys because it's now full on just intermediate conditions for 36 laps, I think. Yeah, just incredible. As Bunty says, check F4. Let's see my predictions actually for the race. I'm gonna go for yeah, Charlie's gonna win this. I am gonna go with Michael F1 in P2 and Titus Luke is gonna get P3 just because he is a rain master. F4. What is wrong with F4? I can't really tell you, but oh wow. Alright, with pole position. Great job from him, but we are gonna focus ourselves on this race. It's gonna be a long one. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. And we're gonna really enjoy this race, I think. Sadio Mano, the last one to slot into his grip position. 12 people watching. Thank you all for tuning in here. Don't forget to subscribe and just enjoy this race start because I think it's gonna be a good one. Sadio Mano now into his grip position. He is standing here. Can we get a better camera angle? Come on, Codemasters. That's it. I can't really see the lights, but they are not revving up their engine, so it will probably be a late start as Charlie now. Yep, come on, guys. Oh, not a glitch, please. Yep, they're gonna rev up their engines now. And Andreas gets a drive-through penalty, but we are off into this Grand Prix. It seems like Piolo has had a really good start. He's going to go down the inside here of Charlie. Already won a position of his teammate Piolo now. Side by side with Charlie here. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Let's see what the Williams driver is going to do. It's going to be not P1 from him, and his teammate is going to dive from him inside of the Hugenholt here at Sex. Now side by side with his teammate. Oh, this is gonna be a messy one, and Piolo just slightly taps him, but there are no big crashes. I see a Red Bull off in the background here, who is gonna be slugged in by Scar and Oliver. Not really. He's gonna keep Scar behind. Sadio Mano up a charge, already 2 positions up. Charlie now in the lead, 1.1 seconds clear already of Sex, who has his teammates behind him, 8/10 clear of him. Tom here in P4, Jesse still P5. I think one of the guys really got a lot of positions. Rackler now is gonna go past Alpha King. Alpha King goes into the gravel, rejoins pretty safe on track. Ballboy is gonna get past. Oh, this is gonna be messy. Into the last corner we go. Michael Van Dongen decides to go down the inside here of the Alfa Romeo driver, gets overtaken by Sadio Mano because of that, and Andreas is into the pit lane for his drive-through penalty, just instantly gonna serve that. Let's see what the guys are gonna do here. Mano now down the inside of Alpha King. Alpha King losing out a lot of positions here in the opening phase of the race. He's gonna get a very big squeeze here. He's gonna try and stay down the inside here. Mano, oh, that's not very clean for Mano. And Mano, well, exactly. He's gonna get pushed wide here by Mano. Gonna get pushed off the track. Almost half spins, but he keeps it on track. Let's switch to this battle actually, as Michael F1 over to... Oh, whoa. Cassidy made a mistake on the braking. He touched the back of his teammate here, but he just about kept it on track. Just about only lost 1 position here, I think. Jesse though, gonna try and overtake Michael, but Michael with a good move probably saw the top 4 just running away with this and decided to go for the move here in the middle sector on Zandvoort, as the gaps are just about slightly to beginning to form. Charlie with an incredible base, he's gonna set the fast lap of the race with a 21.2 here. He is running away with it already, 1.5 seconds clear of Atsex. As we are gonna see Alpha King now overtaking Oliver. Oliver had a very bad exit, it seems like, because we're already overtaking on the middle of the straight. Oliver though, almost going in reverse here. He's now being under attack from Dit Luke, as Dit Luke is maybe gonna go for a very bold move here. Down the inside of the Hugenholz. He's gonna have a very tough time here getting the traction down, but he keeps it on track, gets the very big squeeze of Oliver, but it's gonna stay in P18 here. The Red Bull driver under attack from the Ferrari driver here from NSX car, who's not having the best time of his life, sitting in P19, crashing in qualifying. Let's see, our lead of the race is in the hands of Charlie here. 1.7 clear, 1.8 clear, 1.7 again. Gap is just about really staying the same here. Atsex, slight mistake out of the stadium section, but the top 4 are just running away with this. Maybe they like have a wet setup and Michael F1 is just a bit struggling, but Michael F1 now on a 1.4 second gap, so gaps are slightly to beginning to form. Let's see if we can, yep, that's it. Closest here is Rector, who's gonna get overtaken now by Arno. Is he? Yeah, he is. Slightly taps him on the inside. JB now going for the inside here on Rector. This seems to be a very good overtaking spot in Zandvoort. We most likely expected everyone to overtake on the main straight, but corner 3, turn 3, sorry, is one of the better positions to overtake, as you can take just variations of lines there through the Hugenholz. Looking at the position changes, let's see who is the biggest gainer. It's Arno with 8 places gain. So the man started in P17, already up to P9, having a very good race until this point. As now Ruben has a very bad exit, or he just let him through, I don't know. I think they're both in a party with each other, so Arno now up 9 positions. Currently up to P8. It's gonna maybe chase after the back of the Mercedes car of Cassidy. Let's see, let's watch the gap. As Dit Luke is crashed with his teammate is in a different position, but both Red Bull cars off in the 3rd sector here. They're having a terrible time. Dit Luke almost spins it around in the wall out of the last corner here, but no safety car luckily, as Andreas is now gonna try and make a move down the inside here on Scar. Saw that Andreas was running a wet setup of before the patch, so that's not ideal, but look at this, good fight here with Scar. Maybe he's gonna get the better exit here on the Ferrari driver, which he doesn't, so he just is gonna stay back and not make a move, because it's pretty, well, impossible-ish to make a move here. As Michael F1, oh, it's Tom is off. Tom made a spin. Tom had a spin, and that's why Michael F1 gained a position. So Michael F1 now up to P4, gained 2 positions, just a bit closer to his rival, but he's almost 2 seconds back already on the both Williams cars and Charlie here. Charlie, who was just, well, it seems like he's just driving in a league of his own, already 2.1 seconds clear, but maybe it's gonna change. As looking at the closest fight on track, it's Andreas still trying to overtake the Red Bull, or sorry, the Ferrari of Scar, but there is a Alfa Romeo off of Alpha King. He's having a terrible time. Oliver now is gonna overtake him. Scar now under attack from Andreas, giving him a squeeze, but he is gonna dive around down the inside, trying to overtake Alpha King on the same go. Oliver overshot the corner, so he went wide. As Mano now, making a charge through the field, has spun around out of the Hugenholz and is now back down in P14. Alpha King still in front of these guys, but he's not liking the conditions very much. Lost 7 positions. As now Sadio Mano has wing damage, so he's gonna get overtaken by everyone, like where he can. Sadio Mano, I think it's better to just let them go, to be real. Fighting isn't really gonna benefit anyone. And there is a Red Bull went off because there were yellow flags in sector 1, but sorry, Tom was off. Everyone is going off, and I don't know why. Sounds like I am a bit ill or something, but I'm not. Just coughing around. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Mano now down in the second to last position, but there is a car off, and it's Andreas, who is in a very dangerous position, but it's a safety car. And a lot of guys in the pit lane instantly. Tom and Mano both for a new front wing, obviously, but they're gonna get new inters on as well. Maybe those new inters can get them to the end of the race. This doesn't benefit Charlie, because he built up a pretty decent gap, but it's now gonna go back to 0 seconds. Just quickly take a small break here from just saying and then commentating on this pretty crazy race already. Good fights here on track. Let's see, the position changes. We don't have a lot of losers, position losers. Tom is the biggest position loser in this race. He's down 13 positions. Arno up 10 already. He's having a very good time. And now obviously the gap is already closed as well, so very good for him here. Everyone is gonna stay out, I think. Let's see what Jesse's gonna do. He's gonna stay out as well. Cassidy is gonna stay out. Is Arno gonna do something different? No, he isn't. Ruben is gonna stay out. Rector is gonna stay out. Yeah, track position is just key on Zandvoort here, but Ballboy is gonna go into the pit lane. He's gonna get a new set of intermediates on, so interesting to see. The Alpine driver, who's now on his own, and that's because of his teammate is crashed. Andreas didn't have the best of first races here, because well, he crashed out, so it's not ideal. Looking at the tire, yeah, well, just 7 laps on the tires. I don't know if it's worth to pit, but like I said, maybe it's gonna take you to the end of the race with these new tires, and maybe they're gonna have to pit all the front runners. So we're gonna see. The only thing I know is that it's been quite an impressive race from the guys. Only one man retiring, and no one is on penalties, so that's really good, really clean from them. For all the watchers here on the stream, thanks for tuning in, thanks for staying here and enjoying this race. Don't forget to just smash the like button if you're enjoying this race. I'm quite enjoying it, but it's gonna be still a long race to go. Only 8 laps done, 9 laps now, so we have 27 laps left. Let's see if this race is gonna be unfolded. Looking though down the field, Ballboy now down 1 position, or he's equal, I don't know. One of the two. There is a red one next to his name, but there's just a grey stripe as well, so no clue what it is, but yeah, I think he's just gonna try and gamble. Oh, what? Charlie's warming up his tires so damn aggressively that he just went into the grass, which I don't suggest doing another time, because the walls are pretty close, and if you have damage you're just gonna drop down 18 places, so that's not ideal. But still on a yellow symbol of fuel, so maybe he's underfueled the car, but it's gonna give him some good feel back in this safety car, because he can just lean mixture through the whole safety car period. Matey Boy, the last one to catch up to the group, currently down 28 seconds, sorry. Let's see if the safety car is going to come in this lap, or if it's going to wait for Matey Boy. I think it's going to wait. Normally it does so. And it is gonna... Let's see, the line is somewhere over here. It's gonna stay out for one more lap, just to wait for Matey Boy. And I see there are 12 viewers, so well, thank you all still for staying here. We're gonna hopefully have a very good race. Charlie really aggressively warming up the tires, but looking at this field, Atsex in P2, Biolo now in P3, Michael F1 in P4, and there is no gap anymore, so maybe he's gonna go on the attack, charge, and maybe try and overtake both Williams cars to lose as minimal points as possible to Charlie. But we're gonna see. Obviously Charlie isn't still well, no clue how you say it, but the only thing I know is that he's still not... You haven't won the race until you have crossed the finish line, so... I messed up that sentence so bad, but yeah. Michael van Dongen now letting a bigger gap to the other cars, maybe to just accelerate and then brake again. That's one of the options to warm up the tires. Matey Boy though has closed up to the field, so we're definitely gonna go racing in this lap. I go on board with Charlie here. The safety car lights will go out now. Exactly. So now Charlie is gonna be the virtual Bernd Mailander here. Let's see when he's gonna go. He keeps pretty high pace. Now he's gonna slow down a bit, I think. Yeah, he has to wait for the safety car, but curious where he's gonna go. I think we're the first one to get a safety car, so very curious to see when these guys are gonna decide to go. Because we can learn from that. The drivers who are gonna drive tomorrow in FRL. Keeps it still low speed. Still waiting, and now he's gonna go. Aztecs was really awake. Oh, this is gonna be chaos. Rackler picked up a 5-second penalty, colliding with Ruben, so he had some contact. Cassidy now down the inside of Jesse here. Is he gonna make the move stick? He's still side by side. Let's see who's gonna get the position here into the Hugenholz. He's gonna get a very big squeeze. He's gonna get hit by Jesse. Now tries to go very deep here into this corner. Arno is up to P7. I think he was in P7 anyway, but Ruben and Rackler now with the penalty. Rackler now very close behind the AlphaTauri of Ruben. Let's see if he's gonna get and try and make a move, possibly on a very bold position here, but he isn't, as Cassidy is off in the wall. Watch out, just rejoin safely as he does so, but Alpha King is gonna go switch behind him. Oh, well, there's the wing of Cassidy is gone now. He's gonna lose out massively here. Tom has somehow binned it as well somewhere, which I missed. But Cassidy now down in P18 with no wing, so he's gonna have to make a stop, and he's gonna lose out a lot of time here. Let's see. All the new intermediate runners are still in a group with each other. Very interesting to see. Alpha King now. Alpha King is going flat out through this corner with overtake on. That's pretty big balls right there. But looking at the fight here in the midfield, Dit is Luke now. On the back of Oliver. Let's see if he's gonna try another one, yes, he is gonna try it another time, and he pushes Oliver a bit wide, but he is gonna get the better exit now. They're gonna go side by side. Oh, watch out for this inside curb. He isn't gonna touch it, but they're still gonna go side by side. Oliver has the position again now, so he's gonna stay in P12. Dit is Luke down in unlucky number 13. Scar is driving with unlucky number 13. That's why he is just not having the best time of his life in this season. Obviously the Ferrari man had some poles, so not as bad as last season, but his race performance was just not on point in this season. He has had some DNFs, unlucky DNFs as well though, don't get me wrong, but yeah, that's because you're driving with number 13. But we move on. Van Dungen up 6 positions. Last week obviously retired in the last possible corner, and he was on course for a P2, which just would have been amazing for the Haas team. They are on a low points. Van Dungen just doesn't have the best of seasons. He's not on a good form here. As Mano is trying to overtake Alpha King, he is passed, and Ballboy is past Oliver as well. Dit is Luke. I completely missed that. Is past Oliver as well. So it seems like, Ballboy is now the leading new intermediate runner, but seems like those new inters are working out quite well. Ballboy now on the back of Dit is Luke, the winner from last week. He waited an astonishing 1199 days in between wins. That's just. His last win was on F1 2017 in Mexico. Now Ballboy is a winner again in FRL in Season 5 F3 here. The Belgium Grand Prix. He made a very good strategy call to go on wets sooner than the other people. But Ballboy now sitting in P13. We all know that this man doesn't do practice, so, well, still decent for him, P13. He's losing out though to Dit is Luke, so doesn't seem like he's gonna be on the attack. Let's see the closest fight here. Isn't this fight? It's Alpha King who just overtook Mano, and Mano is now slowing down, and there's a safety car for whatever reason. Oh, I think he has no front wing. Yep, he has no front wing. Everyone is in the pit lane, and that's the safety car. Just because Mano has lost his front wing. And I'm curious where the front wing is then. Let's see, on board with Cassidy. Somewhere over here, I think. I can't really see. But the only thing I know is that if people need to stop in this race, they're gonna do it now. And Ballboy is gonna gain a lot of positions because of that. Because he is already on new inters. So let's see, Charlie still on P1, let's see if he's gonna make a pit stop. Let's see. Violo is going unnecessarily slow under the safety car. I got a penalty for that 2 seasons ago, so well, he's slowing down 8.5 seconds, so he's definitely gonna get a penalty for that. That's not really smart. I think that's because his teammate is right in front of him and he doesn't want to double stack, but yeah, he's gonna double stack anyway. So well, Charlie, because of this, is gonna gain loads of positions. Or is he? He's gonna go on the new intermediate tires in P4. So he only lost 3 positions because of Biolo just slowing down way too much. So I think that's gonna be a penalty for him, surely. If anyone is obviously gonna report it. If not, it's just gonna be a very smart tactic here from the Williams car, but yeah, surely that's gonna be a penalty. Let's see, Rackler now as well on new inters. Let's see, where is Ballboy? Ballboy has pitted again for a new set of intermediates, so... all the intermediate runners that pitted in the last safety car has pitted again. Very curious to see. There are 5 people that stay out on the old Inters, and that are Michael Levon, Arno, Ruben, JB and Van Dungen, so... yeah, I don't know how that's gonna turn out for them, but yeah, interesting tactic to see from the guys. Maybe they're gonna just try and tire safe until the end. But yeah, safety car's out. It's just gonna wait until everyone is slotted into the group again. But yeah, Michael Levon now leading in this race. Michael Levon won here last season in Zandvoort, so yeah, I asked him last week how he thought his race was gonna go this week, and he said like, yeah, well, it's a different race, different game, different conditions. So he wasn't really too happy, in a way that he was definitely like thinking he'd win, but yeah, currently leading this race. Obviously he is on older tires though, so I think Charlie is just in a prime position here to win this race, but yeah, it's still hard to overtake, so yeah, we're gonna see. Charlie needs to overtake both Ruben and Arno. Arno though, I think he gained like 15 positions up already. He's on a charge. The Aston Martin driver, who is definitely on a wheel, I can see by his movement. I know Michael Levon is surely on the pad. But yeah, the whole field is now back together. Mano in P19, Tom in P18, who was just having a terrible race. Can't really say anything else. He has spun around quite a few times. Matey Boy down in P17 here. Cassidy in P16 after the spin out of the schijfvlak. And he picked up damage there. Reckler not having the best of races. The man who is normally very good in the rain. But he's down in P15. Maybe he's gonna change that. Ballboy and Dittis Luke now on the closest line of getting points. But we're gonna go onto Mike Levon now, because he is gonna lead and decide the pace, because the safety car is gonna come in this lap. Let's see what he can do and how late he's gonna go. Maybe he's gonna go the exact same moment as Charlie, but he isn't. He has already went on the power. Arno was really awake because of this. So let's see if anyone is gonna make a move into turn 1. The closest battle we have is Biolo here on Atsex and Michel van Dungen. Atsex now tries to move around the outside of Michel van Dungen, and he's gonna get the squeeze. Obviously he's gonna get pushed onto the curb zone, but he's gonna get a very great move done here on Van Dungen. Atsex now up to P6. Van Dungen down to P7, who is really struggling. He's almost getting overtaken by the teammate of the Atsex Williams driver as well. He's gonna go side by side here. Ooh, it's just about gonna let him go in front. Jesse, the first man here to pick up a penalty on exceeding track limits. So Jesse now on a 3 seconds penalty. Yes, there is a Red Bull off of Dittis Luke. Oh, Dittis Luke off in the schijfvlak. It's a very tough corner. Look at this, Oliver fighting here with Reckler. Reckler just hitting him slightly on the side of his car. Reckler now getting a compromised exit because of that. So Cassidy is now gonna try and dive around the inside, down the inside. He almost hit the back of the McLaren car there, but he didn't. And he's now side by side with Reckler here. There is a Aston Martin in the background who wants to provide from this. He's gonna try and actually go around the outside of Cassidy here. Cassidy gets a big moment of oversteer, and Reckler's gonna go in the pit lane. I think he has damage. But look at this, Mano now tries to go around the outside of Cassidy. He's gonna brake very, very late into turn 1. The corner name, which I completely forget. Pretty dumb for me, but Sadio Mano with a very good move here on the Mercedes driver of Cassidy. And Van Dungen now, just having a very tough time, overtaken by Jesse and Biolo as well. JB is actually passed as well, or he was already in front, I can't remember, but he's now being under attack from the number 13 NSX car here. Let's see what he can do. Can he possibly go for a move into this corner, sector 2 here? He isn't gonna do it. He's just gonna go set up a better exit. He's gonna already be beside Van Dungen here. He's gonna get the better exit because of the newer tires. He's gonna try and stick this around the outside here. Van Dungen is just gonna brake very late. He's gonna turn in early. Scar, obviously no room. It's just a very, very narrow track. Ballboy now provides from this because he's passed Van Dungen as well. Alpha King right on the back of him. I think Van Dungen should have pitted in the last safety car because he's losing out a lot of time here. Charlie now around the outside of Ruben. He's gonna try and make a move. Ruben is gonna get him to squeeze. Charlie now gonna try and round the outside here. Is he gonna succeed the move? He is just about still side by side, and Charlie has made an incredible move there. He's now up to P3. He's on the charge of the top runners as Jesse is in the wall. He's lost his front wing. That's another safety car. Another safety car here. Wow. Scar is past Alpha King on this safety car, so interesting to see. Mike Levon still in P1. He has created an okay gap to Arno. With Charlie right behind. I think, yeah, I don't know if they can make it to the end on the intermediate, but if they can, they should stay out because it's just so impossible to overtake. But if they cannot get to the end, they should definitely pit. Let's see what all the people that stayed out are gonna do. Mike Levon, Arno, Ruben, JB are all on 18 laps old tire. Let's see. Mike Levon definitely going in. He's already choosing the pit lane. Arno is staying out. Ruben is staying out. JB is in. So that's Ballboy up to P6. And Ballboy, a man known for not driving any penalties, is currently in P5 after qualifying in P12 after one lap of practice. So yeah, he's again proving his raw pace, and it's just his mastermind. He's always on the right strategy, and is up to P6 again. So Arno though, P1, 16 positions gained in this race, but he hasn't still pitted. Ruben didn't pit as well, so they're all gonna need to pit again. As Michel Van Dungen and Wrecker both made a pit stop. Jesse down in P19 because of the new wing change and obviously new set of intermediate tires. Yeah, he's just not having the best of first races in F3, which he hoped for probably, but yeah, he still shows very good pace, and obviously the race is not over. So, because look at Mano, I think he was down in P19 and he had some spins, had some front wing changes, but he's up to P10 now and in the points, so everything can change. Scar as well, he's just in some good points. He's now in P7, so gained 12 positions. Hopefully the number 13 doesn't jinx him. Everyone is now slotted in the group. So safety car is gonna come in on this lap 21. We're gonna just wait and see as Tom is in the pit lane. Let's see for what? Only new tires, or did he need a new front wing as well? Just new tires, okay. Very interesting to see. That's telling me that the intermediates aren't gonna get to the end, but yeah, well, maybe Arno and Ruben are going for a very, very, very long stretch. We're gonna see. Charlie though, in P2, he's just he had a perfect race until this point. So I don't want to jinx him or anything, but he's definitely on for the win here. And with his rival in P11, he can gain some very, very big points here. But we'll have to see. Tom now closing up to the field, and he did, down 15 positions. Not having the best of races, but as you can see, he's already on 3 stops as well. So, oh, almost bends it around behind the safety car. But yeah, like you can see, Mano and Tom both on 3 stops already. So like I said, it's not over until the flag falls. Safety car in this lap though, so we're gonna get on board here with Arno again. Charlie is right behind him. Charlie is really trying to benefit and pass him instantly, because if he passes him on this safety car restart, he can get a very big gap to all the cars behind, because these Arno and Ruben are just gonna hold everyone up with their old tires. But Arno is already gonna go. Is that not too early? I don't think so, because he can keep his foot down. Although Charlie has the better line through the last corner, he's gonna go and maybe try to get the move down here into turn 1. He isn't close enough. Sadio Mano though is a man who is close enough. He's gonna go try and round the outside of Oliver here. He's gonna brake very late. Oliver's gonna try and let the car roll a bit wider, but he didn't succeed. Sadio Mano now passed with a great move up to P9. Next one who is gonna pass Oliver is Michael 1. Or he even tries to, sorry. Is he gonna succeed? He is gonna succeed. So that's Michael F1 up to P10 into the point scoring positions. Ruben is losing out a lot of time here. Look at this. Charlie is 3/10 behind Arno, but he's just right on the back of him. Ruben is already losing out like 1.5 seconds to Charlie. So Charlie, if he doesn't do a mistake, is definitely on for the win here. But it's still hard to pass here on Zandvoort, so we're gonna see. Attex though, now behind Ruben, who hasn't stopped yet, and he has a 5-second penalty for a collision with Reckler, who is currently down in P17. So both Haas guys aren't having the best time of their life, but let's see what Attex can do. Is he gonna go, or is Charlie gonna go for a move? Charlie's definitely gonna go for a move. He's gonna use everything he has. Arno though, on the grass. Even on the grass, on the straight, he's trying everything he can to stay in front of the charging young Brit here in the McLaren car. Matey boy getting passed by his teammate, it is Luke. JB trying to provide from that, but he is just still back. Both Haas guys are fighting here. Is Recker gonna try and maybe set up a move here in the Hugenholtz? Oliver getting passed by Cassidy now on the same position as his teammate did, but there's a yellow flag and it's Jesse off. What happened? Jesse has spun at the Hugenholtz. JB now getting passed by Van Dungen here, and Recker with an amazing move, but he's gonna drift wide here in het schijfvlak. JB trying to pass again. This is an incredible fight. JB now on the inside line. Recker is gonna try and stay around the outside. He's gonna try and stay, he's still gonna try, but he is just drifting away and not succeeding making the move of JB. So still behind the Ferrari driver, as Michael F1 now is up another position as he has overtaken Sadio Mano. But Mano really close now into the last corner, which is actually no, there's no move for the leads, so we can focus on this one. But Michael F1 seems to have a rocket ship under his belt, and he just can't get past Mano. Oliver though, now finally getting passed by Cassidy. Cassidy is getting the move stick. This is Luke. Is gonna try, I think, almost for the 4th time this race, to make the move down the inside on Oliver down there in the Hugenholtz, but he didn't succeed again. As we're now gonna jump on board with Attex here, because he's trying desperately to overtake Ruben, as Ruben just turns in on him. But yeah, pretty... Whoa. well, let's just say everyone is cutting their elbows out as Jesse has retired in the pit lane. Ruben now getting overtaken by both Williams drivers. Ruben is going to brake very late. He's going to try and stick it around the outside here of Aztecs. It's just bumping around. It's playing bumper cars almost as Tom has crashed out of the... where is that? End of sector 2, and it's a safety car again. So, wow. Ruben is still gonna stay out. It's actually incredible. Like, these guys are, I think they're gonna try and get to the end on these tires, which is, well, quite possible, I think, for them, because they have had 4 safety cars already, I think. So maybe they're gonna get to the end, but Matey Boy though, wait, what? On the softs? Are you mad? Are you mad? Look at how much spray there is. Oh, Matey Boy. On the soft tires here in those rainy conditions. Well, we in the Netherlands say nooit geschoten is altijd mis, which means if you never shot, it's always miss. It's always a miss. So, you know, why not then try it? But I don't think it's the right strategy call here to go on to the softs, because it's still pretty wet and he's losing out. But so, how is it possible that Scar always... I have no clue what he's doing in the races, but well, let's just say that's because he's driving with number 13. Scar has retired behind the safety car in lap 25 while he was on course for some good points. Yeah, that's it. Matey Boy though is, yeah, he's just losing out. Like, even behind the safety car he's losing out, so yeah. A 10 for the try, but a 1 for the performance. He'll surely pit again for Inters, but it was worth the shot. He was at the back of the field anyway, so... Oh, is Rekler gonna go for softs as well? He's gonna go for a new set of Inters again, so that's his second stop as well. Matey Boy is gonna stay out on the softs, so well, interesting to say the least. Maybe he's expecting the track to dry up, but I don't think it will, as he is into the wall, and that's his front wing gone. And that's just... I don't want to say that's his race over, but he is on the edge of his race being over. Yeah, he's down now in P16. No front wing on the soft tire in the rain conditions, so... yeah, it's not really ideal for the Red Bull driver. Red Bull though, currently sitting on 0 points, because his teammate Dittes Luke is also out of the points. And he's on a penalty, so he could be losing out even more positions. But Arno behind the safety car. Let's see if the safety car is going to wait for Matey Boy. I think it's... well, it would be pretty weird if it's gonna wait for him, because he's so slow on those softs. Like, there's no point of waiting for him. But well, it seems like it's gonna wait. So we're gonna sit behind the safety car for another lap. We're just gonna sit up on board here with Matey Boy, enjoy some drifting maybe. But yeah, looking at this race currently, we are on lap 26. Shortly we're gonna go into lap 27 from 36, so it's gonna be a sprint race, with Arno here in P1, who is on a 0 stop, Charlie in P2, Ruben in P3, who is on a 0 stop as well. So it's gonna be very, very interesting to see the tactics, because I don't know if they're gonna make it on those tires, and if not, Charlie is just gonna win with Biolo in second and Aztecs in third. But yeah, like I said, it's so hard to overtake that it's just, yeah, it's just pretty clear track position is key on this track. Matey Boy making a pit stop onto the new set of soft tires, but he has retired in the pit lane, so yeah, like I said, he was on the edge of retiring. Like he was... Wait, did he just spin around behind the safety car? Okay. Does he have... Oh, he has no front wing as well. Biolo has somehow spun around behind the safety car, so that's... well, I think everyone behind Edzek's up a position, so Ballboy now up to P5, Alpha up to P6. Biolo now down in P7, but he's gonna have to pit for a new front wing, because without front wing you're just gonna be a sitting duck. Arno is in the first position, maybe he's even waiting until it dries up. Well, you never know. Seems like it's drying up actually, so well, it's gonna be a hell of an ending of this race. We're gonna have a sprint race with Arno in P1, Charlie in P2, Ruben in P3. And Arno is now deciding the pace. Let's see when he's gonna go. Earlier he went on the throttle way earlier, but now he's just gonna go on the start of the last corner. But he is... Oh, yep, I said if he doesn't make any mistakes, he's on for the win. But Charlie has spun it around and is down in P15, and there is another safety car. Another one. No, there's not another safety car. There's no safety car. But, well, like I said, the race is not over until the finish flag is out. And Charlie is down in P14. And you'll have to feel sorry for him. Wow. He was just in a league of his own on merit, on pace. But yeah, he just went on the power too early in the dirty air with the overtake on, and he spun around in the last corner. Championship rival Michael F1 in P6, so he's gonna lose the championship lead as well. The young Brit now down in P14. But yeah, we move. Looking at the front of the race though, Arno and Ruben both on the zero stop, still in P1 and 2. As Edzek, the Austrian driver here in the Williams, is now definitely going to try and make a move on the AlphaTauri guy, but Ruben using all his ERS, Edzek is going to try and make a move around the outside. Ruben just closes the gap. Well, that's a bit changing directions twice on the straight though, but yeah, it's on Edzek to decide if he's going to report it or not. But Edzek though is going to make a move down the inside here on the Hugenholt. He's going to barge his way through, or is he? Ruben gets a better exit because of the higher lines and taking more speed out of the corner. He's going to stern in on Edzek, and Edzek is out of the race. Well, not out of the race, but Edzek is being spun around, and he's now down in P12 as well with his teammate in P13. So both Williams guys were looking good for the race win, but they are now both down in P12 and 13 with Charlie in P14. So the leading trio, which were Charlie, Edzek and Biolo, are now all down out of the points positions. So, well, Ballboy is on for another podium here, and maybe even on for a win. Let's see, as the cars ahead are both on a zero stop, so maybe they're gonna lose massive pace in the couple of laps. But Ballboy, well, Ballboy has just he has to keep his head cool, as I'm completely lost for words and I'm losing my head because this race is incredible and it's crazy again. Michael F1 up to P4, I'm losing my voice. Alpha King now down a position. Alpha King, he was nowhere in the first part of the race, is just sitting here in the P5, in the top 5. He climbed his way back up as well, so, well, never give up, like I said. But yeah, Ballboy on the back of Ruben, he could possibly go up to P2. Ruben though with a penalty, so he's already in P2, but You never know if it's gonna get removed or not. Michael in P4, he's now the one who is gaining massively on his championship rival, but yeah, still 6 laps to go. We're gonna see how this race is gonna unfold. Currently it's Arno though in P1 from P17 on the grid, Ruben in P2, Ballboy in P3. All those guys came from a long way back. Wrecker now getting past his teammate, although he isn't. Michael van Dongen is now getting the switchback done. Both Haas guys fighting around here with each other. They're both in no man's land. So let's see Van Dongen now. Not getting flat out through that corner. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Michel Van Dongen had a big moment there out of the last corner, and Oliver has spun it around. Oliver has spun it around and is rejoining pretty unsafe, but both cars are in. I think this is for softs. Let's see what Etzex is gonna do, or has he front wing damage? It's for soft tires and a new front wing, okay. Well, that explains a lot, but well, we will have to keep an eye out on Etzex. Well, he is very, very long way back though, but Alpha King, oh, I've completely jinxed him. I have completely jinxed him. I said he was climbing his way back up the field, having a very good, decent comeback drive, and now he is spun it around and is back down into P10. JB though, getting passed here by Michel Van Dongen, or is he? Oh, yep, that's it. That's Michael Van Dongen hitting JB because he's missing his braking zone. Van Dongen, now with a broken front wing, he surely has to pit for new softs and a new front wing. Or, well, new softs, I can't really tell you, but the only thing I can tell you is that it's definitely drying up in this race, so still a lot of spray from the tires. Mano with no, or did he, does he have damage? Yes, he has damage, because he's gonna come in for his 4th stop of the race. Van Dongen though, staying out with damage on his car, that's an interesting tactic. Alpha King now on the back of him. Let's see if he can possibly make a move, as there is a, yeah, well, like I said, we'll have to keep an eye out on Etzex, but it's just not dry enough for the softs. So he made the wrong strategy call, but, you know, it's worth a try. He was already in the back, so Mano now on softs, that's not gonna work out for him as well. Yeah, it's just too wet still. But looking forward to this, Piolo now overtaking Van Dongen. Van Dongen obviously with a broken wing, so I don't know why he is staying out. But yeah, pretty interesting to see. Charlie is now trying a move around the outside of Van Dongen, almost steering into Van Dongen, but he is into the point scoring positions again. So Charlie is now climbing his way up the field. Etzex, yeah. Etzex is doing just Etzex things. Yeah, exactly. Look at this. Can Michael F1 steal the podium from Ballboy? He's gonna try though and get P3 here in this race. Oh, he's gonna go. No, he's gonna try and get a better exit here. He's just slightly taps the rear of the Alpine driver here. Ballboy though staying in P3. 33 laps done. 3 to go, and we still have Arno and Ruben in P1 and 2, who are on a 0 stop. Just think about that. They are on a 0 stop. That just shows the lack of tire wear, and I'm really losing my voice. Charlie is off, and there's another safety car for 1 lap, because the safety car needs to come in at lap 30 or lap 34, yeah. Well, this is just crazy. I can't really keep up on my own. It's way too crazy. The only thing I know is that the field is going to close up together, and the safety car can only stay out for 1 lap, because it has to come in on lap 34, because you'll have to get 2 laps of racing on the end of the race. So this is not ideal for Arno and Ruben here. They're both obviously gonna stay out like they did all race long, all safety cars long. Is anyone gonna try and go on the softs? No, definitely not. Look at that Etzex. He lost out so many times because he went on the softs. But yeah, well, this was crazy, and we're still not done yet. Incredible stuff here in F3. Atsex is retired from the race. Yeah, he was a lap down, so there was no point for him trying to even stay in the race. Van Dungen is in the pit. Is he gonna try and go on the softs? Because I can tell him that's not a very good call. No, he's gonna go for a new set of intermediate tires and for a new front wing. Yeah, obviously he had damage picked up because he slightly torpedoed JB, but yep, he's out again in P12. Still all to play for. Oh, this is a glitch. Okay. Well, great glitch here from Codemasters, because Atex's car was just waiting there for no one. Van Dingen got slightly held up because of that, but he can still... Oh no, he can't catch up to the safety car because it's gonna come in this lap. So there's not all to play for Van Dungen. He's just gonna score no points, I think, if there is no one gonna retire anymore. But Sadio Mano is gonna stick out on the soft tire. He's just gonna drift around here. We're gonna go back to the lead of the race. Arno here in P1 with Ruben behind, both on very old intermediates. Their tires are probably screaming. So Balbo is still on here for the win. He's gonna go now on the gas. Arno gonna go not even full throttle through the last corner because those tires are so goddamn old. Oh, no one is trying a move. Biolo though is side by side here with Alpha King. Alpha King is gonna brake. Not later, they're gonna brake exactly the same moment. Biolo is gonna turn in. He's almost gonna get spun around here, Alpha King, but Michael F1 very close on the back of Balbo. Is he gonna maybe try and make a move around the outside here of the Huguenots? No, he isn't. Both guys on the pad. Ruben and Arno really struggling on those 35 laps old Inters. Balbo though very understeery here in the race. I think he just wants to keep it on track because he's on for another podium here. But yeah, he's struggling because he's even slower than the guys on 35 lap old Inters. But it seems like, look at this, Cassidy wants to make a move down the inside here of Michael F1. Cassidy really struggling. That puts Reckler in the hot position to try and make a move. Biolo though had an incredible switchback move here. Cassidy braking really late. Cassidy gonna push him into the gravel, and he is gonna try and stick it still down the inside here. Biolo is gonna make the move stick. Yes indeed, and he's gonna move up to P5, so he gained 2 positions there in the last lap. He's now gonna go up to P5. We're gonna enter the final lap of the race with Arno in P1, Ruben in P2, FRL Ballboy in P3, still here onto a podium. That's 2 podiums in a row, or even 3 podiums in a row. But Cassidy now trying a move here around the outside of Biolo. Reckler sticking his nose in, maybe trying to see if there's an opportunity for him to make a move, but there isn't. The Haas driver is just gonna stick in P7 here. Currently on for some points, so well, he isn't going to be happy with a P7, but okay, I saw a Aston Martin off and I thought surely it's not Arno who has just spun in the last lap, but it's not. Arno is just gonna need to end this race and not spin out, and he will win with 0 stops from P17 on the grid. Let's see, the Belgium guy, I think it is, he's in P1. He's driven a phenomenal race, and he's gonna come around the final corner here in the Adi Luijendijk. He's not gonna go even full throttle because his tires are so dead, but he's gonna come across the line to win the ZandvoortGrand Prix. Balbo is going to come home in P2, Michael F1 in P3, but I think Ruben's penalty will get removed. I'm not sure though. Michael F1 in P3, Biolo now getting P4 after some spins, some craziness happening. Cassidy P5, Reckler getting some points here for Haas in P6, Ruben in P7 eventually, but maybe he's going to get P2. Alpha King in P8, JB in P9, Dittis Luke getting the last point home for Red Bull here in P10, Oliver in P11, Van Dongen in P12, and Sadio Mano is the last one to still need to finish. He has no front wing. He's on soft tires in a rainy condition track. This is gonna take a while, but wow, just wow. This was one of the most craziest races I've ever commentated on, which is not a lie, and well, it's only the first season for me to commentate, so there could be some crazy things happening as Mano retired from the race. He tried his best, but it's just not it's just impossible to drive on a rainy track with dry tires with no front wing. But well, Arno, our winner of this Grand Prix, and he totally deserved that. He's up 16 positions, started in P17, decided to not pit a single time in this race, and he ended up winning the race. What an incredible job. Ballboy in P2, Michael F1 in P3. Michael gaining big time here on Charlie, getting 15 points, and now leading the race leading the championship by 10 points. So wow, just wow. This is the final results here for you guys. It's Arno in P1, then it's going to be dominated by 4 British people: Ballboy in P2, Michael F1 in P3, Biolo in P4, Cassidy in P5, Reckler the Dutchman in P6, Ruben in P7, Alpha King in P8, JB in P9, dit is Luke in P10, Oliver in P11, Van Dungen in P12, Mano in P13, Charlie had a terrible race in P14, Atsax in P15, Beatty Boy P16, Scar P17, Tom P18, Jesse P19, and Andreas missed out on all the fun, ended up DNFing as the first one out in P20. And well, that was incredible. Holy damn. That's like, I almost lost my voice. That was just craziness. What the hell? I'm gonna set up the interviews lobby, and probably gonna interview one of the happiest drivers and some of the most angry drivers. Getting here in the post-race interviews. We're gonna wait for all the guys to get into the party. Still 10 people watching. Well, thanks for sticking out throughout the whole race. It's been an incredible roller coaster for everyone. We're gonna just wait for some more guys to come in. Maybe we're gonna have a race winner in here. I don't know if he's gonna join. He most of the time doesn't join. But I know for sure Ballboy will give us an interview and give us a chat on his race. And there he is already. I think we're just gonna start with Ballboy. Most of the time Arno doesn't join the interview, so well, Ballboy, yeah, well, incredible job again, getting P2 here, choosing the right strategies. I don't think you practiced. Well, talk us through. Indeed. Well, give us a thought on your qualifying because you did one lap again. What happened? Out of the out of the last corner. Yeah, we saw you crash on stream, so that was not ideal for you. But yeah, well, you did like one run only. Why didn't you go out earlier? Okay then. Well, well, obviously it's been an incredible performance for you. You gained 18 points now, bringing you right into the championship fight as well. So, well, that's good for you. You're carrying the Alpine team as well, who is leading the champion or the constructors title. So, good job. Looking forward though to next race. I can't remember which race we have next. Oh, I think it's Portimao, or is it?
Portugal.
Yep, it's Portimao. So, yeah, well, tell us how you're looking forward to that one. Well, at this point, I think you are, yeah. Well, congratulations, Bobo, in today's result, and yeah, incredible job, and thanks for driving. No problem. Moving on to the next one. It's Michael of one. Michael, you yeah, you somehow came up on the screen and ended up getting P3, just being very consistent. Talk us through.
Yeah, from my point of view, I was not expecting to finish where I was because again I didn't really have a good wet setup on this game. I'm just not as confident in the wet, and in qualifying I just didn't have the momentum to carry the speed around corners that people were on the soft side. I was basically in my mindset was just trying to minimum the damage. At least because Charlie was flying throughout the race. Probably arguably deserved the race win itself. But unfortunately he spun off after the safety car. And then 2 laps later, after that, I think it was the last safety car. No, second to last safety car. One by one, my rivals were just spinning out and starting off with Yule, which I thought I was going to hit the back out with, because he just stopped and he did not go start. I was going to lose my front wing. Thankfully, I did. But yeah, and then Charlie spun. Then on the very next lap, Isaac spun, and suddenly I was in a position to take back the lead in the championship again.
Yeah, obviously. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And on the last, I don't know if it was the last lap or second to last lap, I was trying to have a go at Ball Boy, but because of the position I was in and where my rivals were, I was debating at the same time, do I risk it or not? And I almost did. Thankfully, Ball Boy did leave the space, but in those conditions, trying to go flat out with this, it's about like 20-30% chance you come out of it alive. So,
yeah.
I did try to still attack him either way, but yeah, it wasn't to be. And unfortunately, I holded my teammate up a little bit. He got overtook him at the end. Still good points for the team, finally. And hopefully I can try and maintain this lead.
Yeah, still good points for the team indeed. But just going back a little bit, what was going through your mind when you were driving with the thoughts of damage limitation, but then you saw Charlie suddenly in the wall?
Well, I think when I was just seeing my rivals just going out in inside of 2 laps, my mindset was just to hold position. Um, but then when I was just getting on board, because I tried, I had some momentum coming off the last corner, which managed to got me Alpha King about 5 laps before the end. So I had um, some momentum on that. I almost got ball boy with that as well. Fair play to him, he defended well for his position, and he deserved the podium also.
Do you think you could have won the race if you stayed out on the one set of tire as well, or was your tire wear too high?
My tyre wear was on 30%, and I think I did push a little bit. I think because Bulo was holding, I don't know why, he was holding everyone up on the first pit stop. And there was, because the gap was about a second between them, and then when the safety car came out, he backed everyone up, and it was like a 10-second gap, and I'm not sure you're allowed to do that.
Nah.
So I was pushing just in that first corner alone, just to gain a position, and I thought I wanted to stay out, but I didn't think my tyres. I think my tyres would have made it, but with the pressure behind me and where I am in the standings, I think I couldn't have took that risk that much. And then when Jeff said it was going to dry, I thought Jeff has done me over once again. But thankfully it stayed wet. And no offense to my rivals, thankfully they made mistakes, and it got me the podium today. And I feel quite lucky for where I am.
That's very understandable, but looking forward to next race. We're going to Portimao. How do you think you will perform there?
Well, I love the track. I'm pretty sure everyone else does, but most of these guys, when we all had that Canada situation, most of these guys were already in the lobby practicing around there, so it's going to be interesting where I feed in that race. So, yeah, these guys know their pace around there, but I'm unknown, so it's going to be interesting.
It will be very interesting indeed. And, well, congratulations on your podium today, Michael. Congratulations on retaking the Champions League lead as well, and good luck for next week.
Thank you very much, and good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you very much. On to the next driver. It's gonna be Charlie. Charlie. Well, let's just start with the commiserations on today. You were on fire. Literally, your banking lap was unbeatable in qualifying. Your second run on the softs was unbeatable as well, and you were so quick in the race, but then you just spun around the final corner. Talk us through.
I mean, about adult racing in F3, to be honest. Ruben shouldn't deserve to be driving because he's just forced me off track when I'm trying to overtake him. Then Arno's just swerving on straights and swerving like mad. He even got onto the freaking grass at some point. And I just don't get why no one can drive clean in F3. I just don't freaking get it. Like, that's pretty much the whole point. You don't just dive bomb people or anything. You don't force them off track. And also, Arno, I caught him crossing the white line during the safety car, so that should be a penalty for him.
Wow. Yeah, obviously it won't give you any places, but we didn't catch the incident down with Ruben, but well, looking at the positive side, your pace was just immense in this race. So if you could get this form into Portimao, you will definitely be one of the contenders for the win.
Portimao, I don't even like Portimao in this game. I hate the track limits.
Well, doesn't sound like you're looking very much forward to the next race.
I mean, I haven't been on the podium for the past, 4 races now? So...
I'm gonna quickly check for you.
Been like the past 4 races, not even on the podium.
Well, let me see. You've been on the podium in Austria, so the last few races, yeah, 4 races indeed, you weren't on the podium, but, well, then again, you're still P2 in the championship. Obviously, I know this isn't the result you wanted, because you had phenomenal pace, but, yeah, I don't know, and commiserations.
I thought Arno was going to get disqualified for not pitting, because like, usually you'd have to make 1 pit stop, I thought, but clearly not.
Yeah, in the intermediate conditions, it's not really. It's a different rule. You don't have to make a pit stop. Yeah, well, we'll keep it short, Charlie. Commiserations on today, and well, good luck next week. And I think that's it for today. We've had an incredible race with some winners and some losers, but this was it today for F3 Season 5 here in Zandvoort. I'm gonna take a walk back to my home. It's only 4 minutes, so that's ideal. And hopefully you guys tune in tomorrow, 7 p.m. UK time again, for F2 and F1, where I will be racing myself. So see you next week, otherwise on F3. Thanks for watching.